I used to wear a I used to wear a cross chain. I used to wear a silver cross chain every day. We get to the bar. This white dude, blonde hair, blue-eyed dude. He got a little suit, and she got a suit on. You can tell it was a tailored suit. When I noticed his cufflinks, I only seen them cufflinks one time at the Hermes store with a client. I knew them cufflinks was like $15,000 for both. I'm like, damn, look at this man. I'm like, this dude got paper. But he got a smug look at me though. I was like, man, you want to get a drink? He said, I would have a drink with you. I'm like, what the fuck? So, but it was something weird about him though, because
he is the star. When Baby first came out, Baby had a record called Beat a Bag of Goats. Google it. He been trying to be a rapper. It was feeling him. We already did the groundwork, nigga. We sold all the records.
Now we finna see what America is like.
Has been anywhere in the United States where there are flock cameras. If you're in Georgia and you travel to New York, every time your vehicle tag gets captured by a flock camera, it is entered into a database and they are able to track it.
What about Pam cooking spray? Everybody knows what Pam is. It's some kind of little healthy oil, compressed air that you spray it and it gets on your pan. It's some compressed air that, you know, and they don't tell you, but it's butane. Propane. People don't understand that they're spraying lighter fluid on their children's hot cakes.
Yo, he ain't lying. I'm gonna tell you one more, right? For all my bald brothers out there, right? All the ones that got a shave. Listen, I looked at my shaving cream ingredients, and sure enough, propane is in that mug. And you know what I started thinking? I'm like, man, I probably made myself even more bald by shaving using this shaving cream, because I'm putting propane on.
7 miles, which is around 3,000 feet exactly. You were about 10 or 12 miles, so still again way below what scientists themselves tell us.
Oh my God, so many questions. We're gonna have to end this.
Look at him, look.
Flock cameras are the main thing that law enforcement uses now to catch crimes. That's what it is. As clear as I can say it. What we'll do is I'll put a picture of the flock camera on this so that you'll see it. But they're everywhere. Once you see.
Anybody ever seen these little cameras? I sure be seeing them, man. That's crazy. They out here just tracking us.
You're gonna realize that you see them everywhere. It is a camera that is positioned to capture your license. That's what a flock camera is. But these cameras capture more than your license. They can capture the interior of your vehicle as you drive by these cameras, especially the
Kronos or Captain Marlowe. I have personally seen with my own eyes the curvature of the Earth.
Is it the circle vision of your sight? Is it the circle limit of your sight? Because obviously the limit.
How about I broke my toenail? Me too.
Yeah, we want that coconut sauce. Yeah, coconut sauce.
Who is that? They're like you.
Y'all notice anything weird there?
Flying reindeers, and this is the ancient Roman god Saturn or Saturno flying phoenixes, snakes. Sometimes he was depicted with a long white beard and a staff, and sometimes he was depicted with a scythe because he was the god of harvest and also the god of time. In ancient Rome, the people celebrate during December a festival called
100 days. Then they pull her out, and she's like almost resisting because she thinks it's only been what she's been tracking only been 120, 150 days. She only believed it would only have that many days had passed.
She was
lost time, everything. I mean, imagine your sleep cycles, how messed up they would be. It's absolutely terrifying. Think about being alone in a cave for 500 days.
No.
Do you see those cave exploring videos? Like when they're crawling?
We talked about this before on the podcast, but it gives me so much anxiety. Have you seen those videos? Ancient giant tree symbolism, huh? The mountains are definitely the remains from giant trees. Just go look at them.
down here.
Yeah, I just came from Asia.
Where were you?
Thailand.
You like it?
Love it. In Thailand. I love it. This is wild.
And remember the one from 8 years ago and what they said about black people.
Gunman was in there with him, and he actually may have called 911 from it, and everybody could hear him. He was in the bathroom and survived. Could hear him talking to 911, saying that the reason why he's doing this is because he wants America to stop bombing his country. And from that conversation from 911, he pledges allegiance to ISIS and spoke to us directly in the bathroom. He said, "Are there any black people in here?" I was too afraid to answer him, but there was an African American male in the stall where most of my body was, majority of my body was, to answer. And he said, "Yes, there are about 6 or 7 of us." And the gunman responded back to him saying that, "You know, I don't have a problem with black people. This is about my country. You guys suffered enough." And he made a statement saying that it wasn't about.
Now, as sick as that sounds, she says she has some more information. This is sick, man.
On YouTube, in today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks. I don't know if you... Oh, snap.
Indeed, China should not receive most favored nation status for several reasons that I'd like to go into now. I'd like to call the attention of our colleagues to this chart on the status quo that the
Man, that's crazy. Another chart. This chart reminds me of another chart I've seen recently. So this is a while ago.
Publicly about the case.
Okay.
I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement.
Right.
However, if one side violated that confidentiality,
Then you can
then
say
the other
his
side could respond. I respected all the confidential obligations. But apparently,
Real quick. Why is there blood? Well, I used to have problems with my teeth, right? And so what I have to do is like my teeth would bleed at night. So it would just like accumulate dry in my mouth. So like whenever I'd wake up, I'd take my finger and I'd just dig it out of my gums and I'd just smear them. Come on! Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I just think the entire video game industry has gone woke and gay. Like, what happened to a masculine dude with a hot chick on his arm? I love the idea of Xbox Game Pass, but I swear every time I open it up and look for new games, there's just so many games that look gay now.
These different social issues, I think, for a lot of gamers, and I find it to be very disappointing to see it whenever I'm watching like a new trailer on my stream, and there's a black person. Oh my god, there's a woman! And then I see my chat stream, and everybody is spamming woke. They're like, oh, woke game. Oh no, another girl protagonist.
And I made a tweet about this. I said that I hadn't showered in a month. There were a lot of people who I suppose weren't viewers of mine thought that I was lying. And a lot of my real viewers said that it was a good start.
Get the dead rat out. I don't need scream for about a minute. If you don't want to hear something really bad. So I walked down to the store the other day, and I could tell that the back of my pants, my dick and balls, was getting a little bit too cold. Now that doesn't happen a lot. And I looked and I realized part of the back of my sweatpants had been eaten away because we had had a rat infestation in our house. And one of the rats had gotten trapped in my room, and it had eaten, I guess, sweat and dried cum off of the back of my sweatpants, and the entire back of it was gone. Non-incel attitude? Well, I guess I'm an incel. And I think everybody else should be too. And if there's enough of us, we can change the rules. And I think that's what we should do. Do I want my tax money going towards litigating people that like lollies? No. I think that if you're in this country and you commit any crime that's worse than jaywalking and you're not a citizen, I want you deported. Yep.
get the fuck out. People used to bring their families to watch lynchings. People are more than willing to do something that's horrible if they think that they're doing it for the right reason. It would be. Your statement about not voting to disadvantage yourself is really blowing up on X with strong support? Well, of course it is. Of course, it's just a logical perspective to have. Now, there's a bunch of emotionally unstable retards on the internet that like to distort reality. But no, of course, I'm not going to vote for somebody who's going to say that someone else is going to have a privilege that I can't have. Why the fuck would I ever do that? That's the most retarded thing you can imagine. So, no, of course, that's, like, I mean, why don't I just vote to have somebody shoot me? Holocaust is a lie? I am, guys, I am not one of these Holocaust deniers. I think the Holocaust probably happened. I think probably 99% certainty it happened.
The Nazis burned books on gender sciences?
They did do that. It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German. Look at this. People wonder our tax dollars used to promote wokeness in video games. Answer is yes. USA paid Politico millions of dollars a year to write pieces like this one, which promotes diversity and describes Gamergate as disinformation and harassment campaign. So this is the thing, guys. I want these people to suffer because that's what they did to me. Get rid of them. Make an example of them. Say, listen, this is what happens. Gamers rise up. What goes around? Yep, what goes around comes around. And we're coming. Really good content. It would be. Your statement about not voting to disadvantage yourself is really blowing up on X with strong support? Well, of course it is. Of course, it's just a logical perspective to have. Now, there's a bunch of emotionally unstable retards on the internet that like to distort reality. But no, of course, I'm not going to vote for somebody who's going to say that someone else is going to have a privilege that I court people. And it made me wonder, what is the probability that Tom Homan would let me go with them dressed up as Ash Ketchum with watching them do deportations? Yeah, exactly. That'd be really good content. It would be. Your statement about not voting to disadvantage yourself is really blowing up on X with strong support? Well, of course it is. Of course, it's just a logical perspective to have. Now, there's a bunch of emotionally unstable retards on the internet that like to distort reality. But no, of course, I'm not going to vote for somebody who's going to say that someone else is going to have a privilege that I can't have. Why the fuck would I ever do that? That's the most retarded thing you can imagine. So, no, of course, that's, like, I mean, why don't I just vote to have somebody shoot me? Holocaust is a lie? I am, guys, I'm not one of these Holocaust deniers. I think the Holocaust probably happened. I think probably 99% certainty it happened.
The Nazis burned books on gender sciences?
They did do that. It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German. Look at this. People wonder our tax dollars used to promote wokeness in video games. Answer is yes. USA paid Politico millions of dollars a year to write pieces like this one, which promotes diversity and describes Gamergate as disinformation and harassment campaign. So this is the thing, guys. I want these people to suffer because that's what they did to me. Get rid of them. Make an example of them. Say, listen, this is...